Hello everyone, I'm Anamika Singh and in today's class we are going to see chapter 2 of your CBSE class 12th chemistry, which is solution. So we are going to see this solution in detail and into. Now if I say a solution, suppose if I ask you or if I give you an example by saying salt solution, what it means? Salt is dissolved in your water. It basically means the solution consists of two components. One is solute, another one is solvent. So solvent, what is solvent? The one which consists of the major part or major section of the solution is your solvent, and the other component, that is except the solvent whatever is present, we call it as solute. Now basically जो हमें पढ़ना है class 12th के लिए majorly will be focusing on binary solution. Now what is meaning of this binary solution? Let me teach you that. So here I am dissolving salt in water, and here I am dissolving salt and sugar both in water. Now in number one case there are just two components. What are those two components? You have water and the second component is salt. So there are just two components. इस तरीके के solution को हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? Binary solution. Now in case over here you have salt plus sugar plus water, meaning here you have three components. So water है, sugar है and salt है. So I will not count it in my binary solution. So binary solution consists of just two components. One solvent and another one as solute. Right? Now अगर हम लोग बात करें suppose, so we are forgetting this. Now just focus here on these two diagrams. So number one we have taken water 100 ml. In second case also we have taken 100 ml water. Now here I am dissolving 10 gram of salt in 100 ml of water, and here I am dissolving 100 gram of salt in 100 ml of water. Now I can say that this particular solution is concentrated and this one is dilute. Now when we go into further more depth of the scientific knowledge, it is very abrupt to say which one is concentrated and which one is dilute. So there are too many components, so there are some ways to find out the concentration of solution. So expressing concentration of solution, so we are going to see around 6 to 7 components which determines or which expresses concentration of a solution. So number one over here is mass percent, which I am representing by W, which represents the mass. So mass percent of a component, suppose component A, or that we'll see with the example, numerical example which we have taken here. So mass percent of a component is equal to mass of that component in solution upon total mass of solution into 100. So here I have given you a question, calculate mass percent. So we have to calculate mass percent of NaOH. कितना है NaOH? 6 grams. So mass of that component, that is NaOH का mass कितना है यहाँ पे? 6 grams upon total mass of solution. अब एक solution कैसे बनेगा? आपका water और आपका NaOH, that is solvent and solute जब mix होंगे तब आपका solution बनेगा. So I'm going to do what? I'm going to add what? आपका mass of water plus mass of NaOH into what? Into 100. So what value I'll be getting? I'll be getting here as 10.74%. So mass percent of NaOH कितना है इसमें? 10.74%. मतलब इतना percent of NaOH आपके solution में present है. ठीक है? Now this question they ask you the mass of NaCl and H2O required in making 175 gram of solution. So mass of solution is how much? Mass of solution they have given us 175 grams, and mass percent is how much? 15%. So mass percent is 15%. Now what I need to calculate, or what we need to calculate, is mass of NaCl and H2O. So mass percent का formula we know that mass percent of suppose NaOH we are taking, that will be equal to what? Mass of NaOH upon mass of solution into 100. So here we know mass percent कितना दिया हुआ है? 15%. Mass of NaOH, that is not known to me, I'll take it as X. Mass of solution they have given you as 175 into 100. So X का value will come as 175 into 15 upon 100, which comes as 26.25 grams. Right? Now, mass of solution, ये solution किससे बना हुआ होगा? जब NaCl और H2O dissolve होंगे, it will be made up of mass of NaCl and mass of H2O. The mass of solution is known to me, which is 175. NaCl we have just now calculated as 26.25. So H2O का value will come as 175 minus 26.25, which comes as 147.75 grams. Guys, this is how we need to calculate mass of the components if the mass percent is given. Now the second important factor of which expresses concentration of solution is volume percent. Now volume percent is nothing but volume of the component upon volume of solution into 100. There we had mass, here we have volume and volume. There we had mass and mass, here we are having volume and volume. There is just different way of expressing if the solution is liquid or if the solution is Now the second important factor or second important definition which expresses concentration of solution is volume percent, which is expressed by volume of component upon volume of solution into 100. So there it was mass and mass, here it is volume and volume. So these are different way of expressing. Suppose in one case both the solute and solvents are liquid, in that case I'll be taking up this. If the components are solid and liquid, we will be expressing it with different phenomena. So here we are taking example of volume percent. Now suppose I give you a question, determine volume percent. So volume percent is question mark, which is made by 25 ml ethanol. So ethanol ka percentage here is, ethanol ka composition here is 25 ml and total volume of solution is 200 ml. They have directly mentioned you 200 ml solution. They haven't given you water, right? So volume of solution is 200, volume of solvent or volume of this component is 25 ml. So how are we going to measure it? 25 upon volume of solution they have given us 200 into 100. So which comes as 12.5%. So this is one way I'll say that 12.5% by volume of ethanol is present in this 200 ml of solution, right? Now the third factor is mass by volume percent or mass volume percent, which is determined by mass of solute upon volume of solution into 100. Now here again your solute is going to be in solid form and your solution, due to solvent being water or some liquid, it is in liquid form. So how am I going to calculate this? Just have a look. So determine mass volume percent. So they are asking you mass volume percent of 30 gram of sucrose. Now sucrose is what over here? Sucrose is solute. So I'll be taking here mass of solute as 30 upon 300 ml of carbonated drink, meaning they have given you the volume of the solution as 300 ml into 100. So the value comes as 10%, right? So this is how we'll be calculating mass volume percent. So the thing, now the another way of expressing concentration of solution is through mole fraction. Now what is mole fraction? Suppose mole fraction of a component I have to find. It is number of moles of that component upon total number of moles of all components. Suppose एक particular solution में दो component है A and B. Suppose I have to find out mole fraction of A, which is expressed by X. So this will be number of moles of that component, that is number of moles of A, upon total number of moles, that is Na plus Nb. Correct? Suppose I have to find out mole fraction of B, it will be number of moles of B upon number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. Now suppose a particular solution contains I number of component. In that case, X of I, that is mole fraction of I, will be Ni upon Na plus Nb, so and Ni. Right? So it will be what? It will be number of moles of I upon summation of all the values of N. If I give you a question on mole fraction, so here I have asked you a question. Calculate mole fraction of methanol, that is CH3OH, and water in a solution which consists of 4.5 grams of methanol and 40 grams of H2O. So what we have to do is calculate mole fraction of both methanol as well as water. तो सबसे पहला काम हम क्या करते हैं? We are going to calculate number of moles of methanol and number of moles of H2O. This is my first requirement, right? Now for calculating this, what we need is, or which formula will apply? W by M, that is mass in gram upon molecular mass. Now what is given over here? It is 4.5 grams. It is given in question. How are we going to calculate capital M? CH3OH, it will be 12 plus 3 plus 16 plus 1. So the value is going to come as 32, which will come as 0.14. So 0.14 is the value for N, that is number of moles of methanol. Moving on to water, again we'll be applying same formula. So what is being given over here? 40 grams of water. So water here is 40, value of W is known. What will be value of capital M for H2O? How do we calculate? 2 plus 16, right? 2, that is for hydrogen, it's 1 into 2, right? So the value comes as 18. So here how will I calculate? 40 upon 18, which will come as 2.2, right? Now here I'll have to calculate mole fraction of CH3OH, which will be number of moles of methanol upon number of moles of methanol plus number of moles of H2O. So here it will be 0.14 upon 0.14 plus H2O ka number of moles, that is 2.2. So the value comes as 0.061. Now moving on over here, now we have to calculate mole fraction of H2O, and in this case what are we going to do? It will be number of moles of H2O upon number of moles of H2O plus number of moles of methanol. So the value will come as 2.2 upon 2.2 plus 0.14. So the value comes as 0.940. Right? Now the value of this can also be calculated by 1 minus mole fraction of your methanol. So sum of all the mole fractions, that is sum of mole fraction of methanol and sum of mole fraction of H2O, the value comes as 1, right? So that's why I can say here mole fraction of H2O plus mole fraction of CH3OH, the value is unity, that is 1. So there is this method, direct calculations के लिए आप use कर सकते, that is 1 minus जिसका value is known to you, right? It's very easy. So now the last definitions which we need to see is molarity and molality. So usually we get confused, that's why I'm taking it together. So molarity is moles of solute, here also it's moles of solute, but here it is volume of solution, but here it's mass of solvent. So एक difference तो है कि ये volume है, यहाँ पे mass है, दूसरा ये solution है और यहाँ पे ये solvent है. तो when you read the question, read it very carefully, right? So here I have given you a question, calculate molarity of 5 grams of NaOH. So first thing we need to see or calculate is moles of solute. So solute over here is NaOH. So I'll calculate moles of NaOH, which will come as 5 grams, that is 5 upon, it will be 40, right? For NaOH ka capital M, how will we calculate? 23 plus 16 plus 1, right? Now here we need not solve it. If you will solve it, you will get more confused. Now volume of solution. So volume of solution is how much over here? It's 450 ml, but we need to take it in liter. So how are we going to convert it into liter? So 450 upon 1000 will get converted to liters. So molarity is what? Number of moles, which is 5 upon 40 I have taken so that the calculation becomes easier. Volume of solution is 450 upon 1000, right? So the value comes here as 0.278. What we had here is moles of solute. So moles upon volume in liter. So that's why moles per liter. So molarity ka value comes as 0.278 moles per liter. Now moving on molality, what is molality? It is moles of solute upon mass of solvent. Now here KCl is your solute and H2O is your what? Solvent. Now here I need to first calculate what? Moles of KCl, which will be, they have given you 7.45 upon KCl ka capital M, that is molecular mass. How are we going to calculate? As 39 plus 35.5, which comes as 74.5. So it will come here as 74.5. So the value will come as 0.1. So moles of KCl has come as 0.1. Now here mass of solvent in kg, but here it is given in grams. So mass of solvent, it is 100 grams. So I'll convert it to kg first. It will come as 0.1. So molality ka value will be how much? Molality is number of moles of KCl, which here is 0.1 upon mass of solvent in kg, which has come here as 0.1. So it will come as 1, and the unit will be what? Unit will be again mole per kg. It's in kg. So mole per kg. So these were few phenomena which we need to learn how to when we express concentration of solution. So that's it for the today's class.